to get them installed slowly.
No, yeah, I mean, yeah, just the whole flip on this is getting lit. The crib,
Thank you. Thank you.
room by room.
Mm-hmm. It's so funny because everybody's like, you okay over there? I'm fine. You want some company? No. Actually, I don't. Why you like being by yourself? Why do you not like to be by yourself? See, that's the
Yeah,
question that makes people mad.
and then back to the Maslow's, self actualization
Mm-hmm.
is at the top of that
Mm-hmm.
sociological structure, but you can't reach self actualization without having the rest of the steps.
Exactly.
And
It's like the avatar.
yeah, you can vibrate too high and then just crash twice as hard, and
Mm-hmm.
it's hard to get those steps sequentially to where you can actually have them. And like I've been starting to experience that with because but while the Matrix takes it away from a lot of people, and because they're taking away a lot of there's been EBT trouble, and it's taking away people's food, shelter,
Right. You
water.
know why they're doing all that, right? You know what? I came to this conclusion, and I know it's right because it only makes sense.
Trying to stoke war, or trying to stoke
There's
civil war.
well, it's more than that though. So one thing I found in my isolation, which is actually my elevation because it was a cocoon season, not solitude,
Mm.
was the fact that peace is what makes you elevate. Peace is what brings you to your highest self. Peace is what makes you be your true self. That's why they promote drama. That's why they promote uh, fear mongering. That's
Mm-hmm.
why they always try to keep you in a heightened state of fear,
Mm-hmm.
of lack.
Mm-hmm.
Cortisol. Cortisol is
Oh
the
yeah.
thing that can either it stops your elevation and it stops your free thinking. Because
Mm-hmm.
when you're in a state of fear, you're either in fight or flight.
And
I
then
stay at a state of peace so much that I can literally create on the flip. Like I just showed my daughter for the videos I've created today. Before she came over, she's like, "When did you make these?" I was like, "I literally got on the same outfit, ma'am." I was like, "After I took your sister to school," and she's like, "That hasn't been that long." I was like, "When you learn to tap into your flow and you can regulate yourself to a lower state, then your brain automatically lives in creativity." But then I realized that's why they want people to adult because when you're adult, you can't reach into your creative state naturally.
I want you in captivity.
Yeah, literally captivity. That's exactly what it is.
All cap.
Right.
But that I
Are
think
you
that
cutting this?
hmm?
You've been cutting this. Are you gonna cut it again or
Yeah, I do have an appointment at right after. So whatever you
after?
deem right after this are 5. So it's
Uh,
like whatever you deem I should be get out of that whatever line you want to put. I'll step out with a little hair on the side.
okay. It's not.
Not enough to tie in.
Mm-mm. I just noticed. I was like, hold on, that's not a braid. That's a cut.
Yeah, because I mean it does get long, and because I have, but it's almost too much to make it do that. I do like the fact that you can like maintain it by just get another cut if need be.
Right. Now I think about all that kind of stuff too.
But yeah, that piece that they want us to stay away from, another compound variable, because that's reality's about layers period, but
Absolutely.
especially their point is to separate us layers from the truth. And another big thing which they attack us physiologically is with eating so much and
Mm-hmm.
digestion. So when
Yep.
you're
They teach people to eat more meals a day
yeah.
because when you're full, your body can't radiate either.
Mm-hmm.
Just like I notice on average, I eat once a day. Some days I forget to eat, and
Mm-hmm.
everyone's like, "Oh, that's not healthy. You should eat 3 meals a day." Who the fuck want to eat 3 meals a day
It's
every
like
single day?
it's like
Every single day you gotta be full.
oh, you
Like,
mean those people want to keep you broke? Those
yeah,
people?
exactly. The same ones who keep telling you to drink milk.
I thought so.
Yeah, sounds familiar. So I'm just like, no,
same,
thank you.
same old song and dance.
It literally is. And that's why I'm just like, I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, these times are definitely trying, as they fire, more people and just create more deficit and lack in people's lives. It takes more intention than ever to separate from this thing. But
Mm-hmm. That's part of the will, though.
yeah, it's always been the only answer, and it's like you're either gonna do it or you'll be subsumed by it. And I think people are starting to realize, and like I said, next year, 2026,
Mm-hmm.
10 year, people are gonna realize that it's like, yo, the 9 year came to the close, but now the 0 and the 1 is back, and you can program new your next decade, but they're gonna be having one program for you ASAP.
Exactly.
It starts with a real ID that
I don't have one. I don't have any intention on getting one.
yeah, now we're seeing the beast system try to starve people out. You need to have a real ID in order to travel, and if
Unless
not,
you have a passport.
well, they're about to say now if you don't have a real ID starting next year, if you don't have a real ID, then you have to pay $45
I'll pay
for
$45.
and but that's the beginning of the economic freeze out. The convenience.
Right.
And this is
But that's how it starts, slow and steady.
the convenience economy. It's like no, you want this.
Yeah. And that's why I feel myself, I'll probably end up moving away from America within the next 6 years if everything keeps going the way it's going. I just have to wait for my daughter to graduate. But if for some reason my 13-year-old decides, hey, mom, you serious about jumping countries? And especially like within the next 2 years,
Uh,
I'm like, baby, we trying to jump into a beach. Is you coming or not?
like that. No, seriously, no.
Because that's literally where I'm at in life now.
And that should be a lot of people would be wise to think about making moves like that because it is a stark reality what's happening to this country, and then they just keep on layering new things on top. It's only going to get more Orwellian. It's only going to get more disrespectful. It's only going to get more misanthropic, which means anti-human.
Mm-hmm.
Anthropology, study of the human.
I was like, I wonder if he's gonna remember that the live might need a definition.
Oh yeah, no, this I already know I gotta work with the lexicon and pass off. So I'm not trying to use big words to distract, but
But no, those words are actually needed, and
I
those
use
words,
them to be exact.
those words are actually created for a reason. And I actually find myself using words more and more that I am willing to give the definition freely to because I need you to understand why this word is important. And then when you get the word and then you deep dive on the word, then you'll start using it yourself.
Yeah,
So,
etymology, and that's the point of like etymology to be able to. That's why, like I do look forward to in my next decade taking some Latin.
mm-hmm.
You know, by my study of etymology already, I'm seeing like roots
Oh,
of
you're
words.
right. Because I was thinking about, because right now I only have Korean and Espanol, but I was like, dang, Latin is a good one because, the
It's the roots
Moors
of
and everything else, everything's
mhm.
in Latin. Everything magical is in Latin.
Yeah, a lot of incantations, a lot of secret societies, codes, a lot of things on your dollar. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
because these those Indo-European languages around there, that was like around the cradle of civilization, like Africa, Egypt, Mesopotamia, uh, some of these earlier cultures, like they all like were out of like these areas, and they spoke similar languages, but they got those languages from trade,
Mm-hmm.
and these trades. And now it's like we're in different parts of the world now, but like there still is so much value in being able to speak those different languages and understand the root
Absolutely.
because you'll see that we're living under a spell here. Like,
That's why they call it spelling.
yeah, exactly.
The words of the mouth.
Yeah.
Be careful what you write. Be careful what you say.
Mm-hmm.
But then they also want to say that if you speak well of yourself, it doesn't matter. But they also want to say,
Yeah.
let's read books that will bring you out of your element.
Yeah.
See, it's a lot of wish-wash, modge podge, but they tell you the secret sauce, you're just not listening.
Yeah, because they have to, and that's just kind of like how reality goes. You may not consent with your mouth. You may not spell it out, but you consent with your actions.
Yeah,
if you.
action is definitely a consent. When it comes to in spiritual law, anything you accept
Mm-hmm.
is law. You're literally saying, yes, I like this. Yes, I agree to this. Anything you watch, anything you consume, you're saying, yes, this can be a part of me.
Yeah.
Even like down to who you allow in your space. When you agree to let certain people in your space, you're allowing that energy into your space. That's why when everybody comes to my house, they feel my energy, because my energy is literally embedded in every inch of my space, even from my personalized artworks and everything else.
Facts.
And it hits you like a wall, because you're like, whoa.
Down to the flow, up to the ceiling fan.
Yes. And you're just like, why do I feel like this in your house? And that's why everybody's like, I want to come to your house. No, you're not.
Yeah, it's a cultivated environment, right?
It is. Even all the snake plants, the peace lilies, like they all working over there. They potus plants, they in here, they doing jobs. The ivy, energetic flow, bringing in money, wealth, abundance, like all that stuff is working together. It's not decoration. People assume it's decoration. It's not.
Hey, Markette, Markette. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Even down to like my galaxy room. People are like, I can't believe you took and made a galaxy in a bedroom. Absolutely. But they don't realize that if you do anything intentionally and you think and meditate on a space as you're creating it, and then you sleep in that space while those words were already in thought as you did the motion, everything you do in that room is going to be amplified.
Yeah.
Every feeling that you feel is going to be brought into fruition. And my life has literally been proof of that.
Yeah, that's a beautiful way to put it. That
even just like the fact that I did nothing but be great in my own energy, and I had people bringing me food, bringing me flowers, talking to me. Well, by people I mean one guy, but still. But I did nothing to have it happen. Even just randomly getting help. I don't talk to nobody. I don't go nowhere. I do make content, but I don't actively reach for attention. Like I tell people all the time, I don't do content for likes, attentions, or shares. I say stuff like it, but if I really cared, I wouldn't talk about anything I talk about.
Yeah, no, this stretch you've been on has been
Oh, do you like this one? Before we go any further, because I know you said originally you was thinking you're 4, but do you want it actually 4, or you think it's something different?
I love it. That looks good. That's the beginning of it right there. It's looking good to me. Long, coming down that way. Love it.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Oh.
But now I think about a lot of things. And I realized that my biggest gift was just the fact that I got comfortable being in my own energy. I got comfortable being in complete silence. Even like on my lives, people are like, more people would watch your lives if it wasn't so quiet, because a lot of people don't like hearing the silence. I said, well, those aren't the people that should be on my lives. I'm not going to cut on a bunch of noise to make somebody comfortable.
Yeah, when you start to conform to whatever the system is, that's when you are out of your system. And even that's why like managing these a little bit differently, like it I kind of ran in the other direction, because it was like, man, I found that I was bending to this, to certain ways to make content, certain ways to do that. And I was on a team with individuals, and we had to come to consensus.
Yeah, that makes a difference.
And I'm just like, man, I'm not trying to, because the algorithm is promoting certain things for a reason.
Right.
And if you act like that, then you're just really acting in accordance with the algorithm. But
Mm-hmm. But the algorithm also realizes that there's a niche that's not being fed. So as you progress in your ways of being true to yourself, then the right people will find you, and then you just carved out a lane in that new direction.
uh,
And that's what I've been doing.
yeah, YouTube has, because you did say that you've been in
I've
the
been growing exponentially. So right
really.
now, I can't remember what how much I told you I had last time, but I have I think I got like 630, 640, 640
Amazing.
people on my
Good
YouTube.
stuff. Good stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, I mean, your work ethic is prolific. You've incubated this environment. Like, I usually only mess with the masters anyway, so it makes sense to me, you know.
Thank you.
Like, you out here growing like that with different styles, and then your own style, because that's what's needed is the individual,
Right.
you know, and like it is it's something like, you know, being able to actually to work with your like workflow, you know,
Yeah.
and the fact that you've found that marriage of workflow with content, that's a combination that people like ask for. They like how do I get that?
Mm-hmm.
So kudos to you
Thank you. Thank you.
for being able to already have that.
So we're gonna digress back into that conversation we were having initially, which just means fall back into it. So
Mm-hmm.
one of the things that I realized that I did naturally was fall into alignment with my individuation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's Carl Jung. He speaks on that a lot. But speaks or spoke. I think he's probably dead. But
What's the name?
Carl Jung with a J.
Oh, Carl Jung. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jungian.
Mm-hmm.
What's this?
Psychology.
Psychology book.
Mm-hmm. And I realized that like a lot of the stuff that I do naturally, innately, is not that I'm learning it, I'm remembering it.
Mm. Yeah, this.
But you can't go into remembrance without being through so many things. That's why a lot of people believe that, like on that movie Split, they said that the truly are gifted or the broken or something along those lines.
Mm-hmm.
Like basically saying that you have to go through pain, you have to go through mistreatment, you have to survive. Is it off?
Just a little bit.
More
Just a
right
little
this way.
bit. Yes, yes.
Um, but they said that you have to experience so X amount of pain in order to become your highest self.
Mm.
And one of the things that movie touched on that a lot of people think is fake, but there's actually a lot of truth to it because there's been a lot of historical events that prove it true, more so than not, even though it was written as fiction, because the masses would only watch something like it as fictional, is by explaining that your experiences is what changes you. And they talk about disassociation, how people can go
Mm.
into these different heads. Well, one guy in particular had all these different personalities,
Mm-hmm.
and how each one came to the surface based off of how he felt. But people actually always do that,
Yeah.
but it's just more exaggerated.
No, and I think you bring up a great point with the term, you know, disassociation, because you know, this is like
How's that?
that looks perfect. That's what it takes to succeed in a within the current economic system we are in, and not just economic system, but like economic, political, and cultural system. Like this is kind of what the West was founded on. You know, that individuation, and
Mm-hmm.
a common trait with disassociation is trauma,
Mm-hmm.
and people will go through their individual traumas. They'll have something happen, and like they just become kind of like a vassal for whatever powers that get their hands on them.
Exactly.
And this association allows people to you know, just go that extra mile that a person without that trauma wouldn't do. and it really is at the detriment to humanity, as some people feel that we're in competition, and it just becomes that eye for eye world that these people who like were the people who like wanted to fight, that had to fight. They weren't in abundance, you know. So
Yeah, they're on the mindset set of lack, which put them in lack because whatever you believe is true is true.
and then something as real as the weather, like that your ass couldn't you just couldn't do certain things in certain places,
Right.
and being able to just mix with the world, it'll kind of drift different personalities in different places, and so when a more aggressive species who had to fight and kill for survival comes across people who live in abundance, they gonna have a they're gonna be able to be more underhanded than you,
Right.
and this translates to success in our current present day, because you can't show me a billionaire that doesn't make that billion off of exploitation
Right. Of some form or
somewhere.
another.
Yeah, it's just somewhere, and like, can you get people to? We even practice disassociation on a certain level, and like been thinking about some content, because I'm trying to call out people who, if you think you're a good human and a good American by buying stock and supporting some of these tech companies, it's like, that is some of your energy that you're giving towards this beast system. And yes, we do all have to make our money, gotta make our bag, get
I'm
our nut,
guilty.
but it's like it's like we're building up that, even like when we order from Amazon,
I'm
we're
guilty
building,
of that too.
yeah, but we're getting to a point where it's like the beast may get out of his cage,
Right.
and people don't usually change unless the safety is there, and
Mm-hmm.
or else there's a threat.
Yep. People
And
usually change for fear, love, or or they have no choice
yeah, and like
or lack. Those are the only reasons why people change.
and we're just about right there as a culture in America here. And it's like these realities are not advantageous to human development, human coordination, and the values that our oh so great country was founded on, life,
Mm-hmm.
liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
Right.
But if you if you could bear, if you ain't got no happiness, and you don't feel like you have the liberty because you don't have the economic freedom, then what is your life, and that's just the way they live in this country.
Right.
But see, this system that goes up now that they're working on, that all these guys are on the back end of, all these tech companies, Palantir, Blue Origins, SpaceX, all these big old companies getting these government contracts, taking our taxpayer money, our residual energy through that too, as we're tied to that
Yeah,
because
because money is energy.
we pay into that system. It's hard to just even fathom not going, like, to go away from the system, and it's against our genetic ways. Like, we don't want to be excommunicated from the community, but
But the ones who do
yeah, they
elevate.
start a new one,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why it's like that new one, that new community. Like, I'm talking about Wakanda, nigga, Wakanda. That's what we need to be on, and
Exactly.
not just in like a not just in like a tech sense, but in a coordination sense. Like, we can actually like, we have different people of different skills now. It's messed up, you know, talking about, because a lot of the people that are going to be leaving the system are going to be looking like are going to be what was called minorities. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mm-hmm.
there was nothing for us in the system, anyways. And you looked at like one of my favorite rappers, Lupe Fiasco, he said it really good in a song called "Strange Fruition." He said, "Let's see, now I can't find no something in your past because I don't have no reconciliation with your past."
Mm.
Uh, let's see, let me get it right real quick. Strange Fruition, Lupe Fiasco, Food and Liquor 2, the Great American Rap Album. Amazing, amazing album right there that did not get its love. He said, "You forced us in the ghettos, and then you took our dads, the belly of a beast, the streets of demons' abs. I'm telling you, the setup in them sit ups is so sad. Corruption is a slab. Drive racing through the danger." That's a good verse, but the second verse, he's like, "As I wander through the city, gone mad, I see the fruits of planting evidence instead of grass. A swindle generation with no patience, full of swag. Man, they still impatient with the stations that they have. As long as you look good, when you be doing bad, the separation from the truth is getting vast, fast. Be a slave at first or free at last. Double-edged choices make a nigga want pass." Because it really is that ill out here where you gonna have to choose to do something new, or you're gonna get caught up in the old. And that
That's a fact.
that old
Just like
you
with
don't want
alcohol and
that.
everything else, everybody's like, "Why don't you like to drink?" I said, "Because I like clarity."
Mm,
It has nothing to do with me trying to be anything I'm not, but there's nothing to do. Just like right now, everybody's like, "Oh, you should go back for your concussion. You should be getting um hydrocodone. You should be getting this. You should get that." I was like, "I'm just gonna have some Tylenol and a muscle relaxer and some magnesium, and I'm gonna cry in a corner if I need to, or I'm gonna work out, or I'm gonna move." I said, "I'm not gonna be sitting still
yeah.
waiting to get better."
Shouts to somebody who got in an accident and came back looking better. Like, what do you
Yeah,
mean? How does that work?
it doesn't happen very often. It definitely does not happen very often. And it's so funny because I thought I was fine, but I didn't realize that I stay in such a meditative state most of the time that I felt fine. But then I went into the school yesterday, last night, and I just, my head was pounding. I
Mm.
felt nauseous and dizzy, and I was like, what the heck? But then I realized I had mind over matter at my house because the energy of my house was uplifting me.
Mm.
But the school didn't have none of that. So I was actually feeling the true force of what I was feeling
Oh,
because of my protection
you
layer.
you were in the incubated,
Yeah,
your hermetically sealed area that you
exactly.
this is
Cultivated. Yeah, just
this is your pyramid. So
exactly.
you get
Exactly. Even from my
healing.
gardens and everything else, all the energy and love I put into my space is just being radiated back to me because your home is a reflective state.
Wow.
And that's why my home for a while was just super chaotic, which there's still some chaotic spots. We're gonna call a thing a thing. But as I come out of that state and elevate to my next state, some stuff is starting to like get to perfection. So I was just like, okay, it's getting better.
No, that's wild. That's wild that you can attest to the benefit of like that actually being healing.
Oh
You
yeah, the
know,
accident.
yeah, the
Yeah,
fact
most people only have stuff like that in hindsight, but I literally had post traumatic clarity.
that.
Like as soon as it all like within like the next like I stayed up for the first 24 hours after my car wreck because I was in too much pain to sleep. And I knew spiritually I had to keep it moving because if I was to go to sleep or lay down or relax or do what was expected, I would have been in way more pain.
Mm,
And I was like, I can't do that to myself. That's not fair. So I cried my way through moving for like 24 hours.
wow.
So by that point, I was up for almost 48 hours because I was already sleep deprived from the first day. But in hindsight, I realized that for the next metamorphosis, it required pain followed by movement,
Mm,
which followed by deprivation. Because while I was in that deprived state, I was fasting because when I'm in too much pain, I don't think to eat.
mm,
So by being in pain, deprivation, food deprived, I was moving energy, and
mm,
the longer I was, the more this lingered on, the faster my state became. Not out of manic, not out of confusion, but out of energy shifting.
Mm.
And that's why I was able to change so quickly in such a short period of time.
Oh yeah,
And that's why I had the
that's a
radical
quick
clarity.
metamorphosis.
Yeah,
Wow.
like literally. And I documented a little bit of it because I made videos talking about stuff.
Mm.
But I realized that if people knew my true depth all at once, it would be too much for them. But I realized my tribe, they know it because they watch me talk to whoever, and I'm right there on whatever level they want to play in.
Mm.
Hi, okay, today we're talking physics. Okay, today we're going logic. Okay, today we're talking science. Okay, today's relationship. Okay, so what are we doing now? Okay, I got you. It's fine.
Oh, yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's I'm glad that you're. Are you categorizing playlists like that too? Or are you?
I haven't. I don't really listen to a lot of music like right now.
Well, no, I was saying your content as you have these discussions. Like, are you
Oh, that is not done yet. Really,
before it gets
really,
too deep? I was like, yeah,
I, I really should. I really should. But I'm realizing that most of the people I attract are on the same level because of the energy I'm putting into the world.
mm-hmm.
So, like a lot of the people who want their hair done, they're on this embetterment. There's either we're talking about relationships
Mm-hmm.
or we're talking about energy.
Mm.
That's it.
Nice.
Because I don't do negative energy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do all that complaining. If the world hates you, I might hate you too. So you can go ahead to go and get in where you fit in. Like I don't want no parts.
The world hates you.
Like if everything is everybody else's fault, maybe you should go on ahead to somebody who's gonna make you feel better about that. Because I'm gonna ask you, how do you feel about yourself? Because the way you feel about yourself is reflected in how others treat you.
Mm. Yeah, that mirror.
It's the mirror effect. It's real. I had a I had to come to that realization. Like, well, Markette, well, what did you believe in that moment? Why did you believe that? It's a hard thing to face. That's why a lot of people don't like that silence.
It's just right about it. I ain't put in the Maxwell song yet. See,
Which one?
like, Curious, I think it's
Yeah,
called.
yeah. That's the one we were just talking about earlier.
Curious. Cool. Curious.
It's a good song. I don't play music on here though, because on the replay they'll get mad. They'll get me on the
Oh yeah.
copyright infringement.
I say, watch out! I sound like Maxwell now. Fortunate. But see, the song's not called Coco Curious, so now I gotta go. I gotta go in the Googling.
Is it Lady Lover?
Let's see. I'm gonna try Lady Lover. You said.
I could be wrong. I'm just throwing some stuff out there. That's just the thing that popped in my head when.
Yeah, this because I guess maybe it luxury cocoa cure. I guess that's what it is.
That sounds about right.
Word, yeah. I'm gonna put it on a playlist. Hopefully, that's it. Cause that was there's no excitement like finding something from another time in your life and like almost like getting gifted back all those memories from that time.
Oh, it's so serendipitous.
Yeah.
Would you like to know why?
Why?
Because we were talking about music. I actually literally was thinking about doing this deep dive on explaining how music carries energy.
Mm-hmm.
But when I was in the middle of my radical like understanding, the song that popped into my head was Officially Missing You. Not the music, but the melody played on the guitar, to the point that I was pressed, like my body would not let me get this song out of my head until I learned it on the guitar.
Dang.
And then I just started playing it on repeat. And when I did it, it was so methodical and so like almost hypnotic, to the point where it like sent me to another state. It's because it brought up, that was my favorite song in high school, so it brought up some of the traumas that I've had as a past, along with some of the traumas I had in the future, like in the past, but in different decades. But it merged and it helped it release, which is why I had the chakra pulsations and
Mm.
everything else.
Oh, get unlocked.
Literally.
I mean, yeah. So see, that's the root, then the sacral, then the solar
Yeah,
plexus.
sacral. Yeah, and then it literally went through all the different levels, and it's funny because I realized that my energetic force must look like glitter, just because I'm always pulled to it, and even like the way that I have so much charismatic energy and the way it flows, the way it creates and curates it. That's the only thing that makes sense.
That's amazing. Yeah, I noticed when it wasn't there. That's for sure. But then
Yeah.
you came back twice as glittery too.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, it's just transferred. Okay.
Yeah, it's because like, and that's why like people are like, you don't like drama, you don't like anything. It's like, no, I don't watch it on TV. They're like, how does your clients feel about you not watching TV? They don't care. So is you doing my hair or not?
Yeah.
Oh, you
Awesome.
don't want the light on? Okay, that's fine. We don't need no lights. You don't want no sound? Oh, that's fine. We don't need no sound.
Yeah. No.
Like they're just like, it's fine. Whatever makes you happy.
Mm-hmm.
And then people are like, why are you so spoiled? Because everybody spoils me.
Yeah. I mean, that's the point of incubating the environment or playing on your or conducting your business in your home terrain. You know what I'm saying? That's the energy. With like when I was doing Lyft or Uber, nobody would trip in my vehicle. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like this is you've entered my domain. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you set the intention of the energy you desired before you went out into the world, and that matters.
Yeah, it's don't trip, and and then people come in that you are the conductor of that energy, and they have no choice but to acquiesce lest they be thrown out
Right.
through divine intervention.
Might say they life.
Yeah.
I get it. And that's one of the things that I laugh at so much. People assume that kind people are nice, and I'm like, I'm not nice.
Yeah.
I'm not a nice person. I'm not a mean person, but I'm not a nice person. I'm kind.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
That's one of those etymological words that people mistake
Right.
nowadays. You know, I think it meant like dumb or something like that. It was like nice was not it was an insult for up to like 200 years ago
Mm-hmm.
to call somebody nice.
Yeah, because that means you're passive, docile, easily fooled in a lot of cultures. But in America, oh, you're so nice. Oh, you're so pretty. And they take it as a compliment. And then they're like, you're not happy that we think of you like this? No. It's not the truth. And they're like, well, because that's like, I literally made videos about that kind of stuff too. Haven't posted them yet because I just literally created them today. But I'm just like, whatever somebody tells you I am, it's true. But ask them why I am that way with them. Like, just ask. And that's the thing that a lot of people will understand.
Yeah, these just how people are. They got to find out for themselves, and you don't find yourself unless you find yourself. You don't
Exactly.
And then because God will keep some. It's kind of like that allegory. Like, well, God, I was waiting for you. He's like,
well, I sent you a boat. I sent you a airplane. I sent you a helicopter. I sent you a life raft. I sent you all this help, and you chose to turn it all down.
It's like, oh, you don't know God. Okay.
Exactly. And I thought about that too, because in my head, I was like, I don't need this help. I don't want to deal with the cost of the help. But then I realized,
no, this break.
What's wrong?
Is it going to? Because you see how this one is going like a little bit more diagonal. Or
which one do you like better?
I like this one better. Like how it like covers kind of like.
So you want it more like starting here. So you like the start point, and then you want to bring it maybe slightly over this way.
Or just as I look at it going forward, because I do like it best when it's like kind of curving like curving away like that, because this one looks like it's doing that.
Yeah, it is a little bit. I just didn't catch it.
Yeah.
So.
But
Look at you.
No, what were we talking about? It was no, when you break the stream, it's not easy. But
It's not. I got you. We were talking about. Oh, We talk about so much in such a short period of time. Um, the way people see you and how they treat you is based off the intention set and how. Um, but we had already moved past that point.
yeah, because I was just about to bring up another topic on that, but I mean we're whizzing on all the topics, so we'll come back
Yeah, we'll come back around.
to another one, but cause oh yeah, I was about to go in on something about God. Okay, so yeah.
Oh yeah. Because the guy is talking about he sent you a boat, he sent you
Mm-hmm.
everything else, and you chose to say no to it all. And how I said that, um, I I'm learning to accept help as it's given because that's God giving it to me, no matter what the form is.
But yeah, so God being the generator, the operator, and the destroyer, you know, all simultaneously. You know, as your reality is rendering and collapsing,
Mm-hmm.
this is kind of like our powers of what we have control over, and that's where like word to you how you talk about physics, like
Mm-hmm. Yeah, metaphysics.
and like if I'm not, is it real if I'm not paying it attention, you
Yeah,
know, and
because where energy goes, attention flows, energy goes.
yeah, and then shit is collapsing as it's actually being rendered too. So
Mm-hmm.
being able to just continue to go through our life knowing that we are the generator, operator, and destroyer, God, God, like we're connected to that energy because the point of the system is to separate you from
Hey,
that.
baby.
Hey, you have a Apple Watch you don't use?
I don't know, cause my last Apple Watch that's not this one broke. I feel like there is one downstairs in the dungeon. Um,
If I find it, can I have it?
yeah.
Cool.
I'm about to say that's a wild question. The Apple Watch? Hey,
Look,
Apple
the
Watch is
amount
laying
of
around.
electronics. That's
But
how much electronics she has.
Okay.
but you know what? I need you to.
I looked in the closet too.
You want everything that's
Yep.
clean and washed and folded
I
up.
looked at it. Yep.
You want everything.
Yeah, all of it. I looked.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's so funny. I laugh because everyone's like, "Why do you like generous people?" I say, "Because I'm a very generous person." And they're like, "Well, how do you attract help?" Because I'm a very helpful person. What you mean? You attract what you are. Just like the experience that you have with so many people in the world. People are like, "Oh, everybody's mean to me. Everybody's nice to me." I'm like, "But how are you to people? What are you doing in the world?"
Yeah, it sounds like you writing that right now.
Yeah.
Writing that code like that, and you wrong for that. But
That's how it goes, though. And a lot of people really don't realize because everyone's like, "Oh, God made us in His image," and I'm like, "Yes, He did." And what did God tell you that He was? I am.
mm-hmm,
He says, I am the great I am.
mm-hmm.
So, but then people want to say, I am, and say something less than nice because I ain't going to give not a drop of energy. You can kiss my butt. But I am amazing.
Yeah.
I am forspoken. I am a creator. I curate my life,
Mm-hmm.
my house, my space, my content in a way that is genuine to me. I refuse to be disingenuous just to make someone else happy. And that's why my life is a reflection of that. Because when you become one with your I am, and that's why you are me, myself, and I. That is why people think that the people who say we, us, them, we us are crazy. But we us is actually you.
Yeah.
Now, but them they are confused and they are disassociated from the true I am.
Yeah, it's definitely a.
There's so many layers to this, but I'm trying to dig deep and then bring my head to the surface and then check the temperature and then drop back down and then play around a little bit. But this is why people are like, "Why your kids are kind of deep? Your kids are very smart." I wonder why. I don't dumb down for them. Never have. But yeah, I think about all this kind of stuff. And that's why they say, people say you are what you attract. No, that's not true, because everything likes the life. Everybody likes the light. Everyone likes the security. Everyone likes the happiness. But when you shift your beliefs, when you shift your boundaries, and then you care and love yourself enough to just be like, it doesn't matter who it is, I'm only going to allow in good energy.
Mm-hmm.
That's what shifts your dynamics in life.
Yeah, that's the you have to care enough to do that, and
Mm-hmm.
you can proclaim, but then it's like, are you actually like claiming though? It's like, no,
Right.
I claim that. That means I may have to disown this. If I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna claim that, I gotta stop that.
Exactly. And that's another thing. But see, that's also diving inward more in order to have more on the exterior. You have to make room for whatever you want in life. You have to make room emotionally by disassociating with or detaching from people who aren't kind to you, to make room for the kinder people that's going to feed you. You have to disassociate with anyone who likes to talk bad about you in order to make room for the people that will uplift you. Change is painful, but it's also painful to stay the same. So, in order to truly become and elevate what you desire, you have to lean into the pain. That's why I always say, like, everybody's like, oh, you always say pain is weakness, leaving the body. It is, and that's one of the things I learned in the military, but there's so many levels to that. What are you thinking?
I'm just trying to make sure these lines are straight. Like what? Cause like you see how this one like these two on the side.
Yeah, it's a little different. Actually, dang, you should have said something sooner. I see what you mean now. Yeah, we both got OCD. To anybody watching, like, there's nothing wrong with that.
Nah, yeah. Then you can't be afraid to talk to a master and tell like this is what we do. We get it perfect, and because this the alignment of this one. That's why I was like, you know how that is kind of like at the side of my head.
Yeah, it's like right here.
But what you showed me is like I could have a full swoop because I think next time I think I may go for like more cornrows. You know what I'm saying? Like
Like how
where
many?
maybe four, like definitely 4 to 6 next time, and just like straight back because I'm easy. I've always been a fan of like this kind of like as it just kind of wraps up and comes back like that.
Mm-hmm. And it's so funny. People are like, why are you so patient with hair? I said, because I get paid enough to be patient. Because you won't. Like, what you mean? It
Nah,
makes a difference.
yeah, you are watching a master at work, just like the ad lib is no joke.
I tell people, if you get paid like you want to get paid, you got all the patience in the world. Now somebody trying to come in here trying to be cheap and complain, I'm like, I know the hell you ain't asking me no questions.
Yeah, that no, I don't think you would entertain that energy.
Actually, the way I am now, I don't. I fly to leave. Somebody's like, did you talk to this person again? Who are you talking about? I tell people I literally forget people and they think I'm being funny, smart, or whatever, and they have no idea I'm being so serious. Actually, that's exactly where it is right there.
Boom.
I just gotta start triple checking before I start, but I definitely see exactly what you mean now that you've said it. Yeah,
Yeah, no,
that's
because
it.
yeah, like this is I love this. Like, and that is why I was like, I just want that to match it. And
No, because now you want to hear something funny.
what's up?
Now that I changed this one,
Mm-hmm.
the metal back of the other one, I can see what I want to change based off of just changing this because it shifted the whole what's name. Yeah, see what I mean? Like this.
Mhm.
That's why that looked off. Because now that looks more balanced to me. But
So you'll have to you're gonna work that up and weave that in, like,
yeah,
or
no,
just put
I'm
that in.
actually gonna take it down. I'm not weaving nothing in. I'm gonna take it out and rewrite it.
Like, I can be tossing around words I don't know.
Yeah, you know,
There,
I'm a
no weave in this video. Don't even get it twisted. That unbelievable. It's not happening over here.
whoop. Yeah, no, it's gonna be down and rebraided. I'm saying I just see where I need to shift the center at the back at the bottom. Because now that that's different, which is why that looked more swoopy, I actually need to change, like, so to here it's right, but then like actually like about right there is a little bit different. Yeah, that's why my one of my other regulars, he's gonna be like, so I thought she just like changing my hair. Like, no, this is just her at work.
No, that's the and that's what's cool. You know, it's, as the artist that you are, you know, being able to just go in and do. I think this, you doing hair, comes out in other ways, like with your creativity, how you don't take no for an answer with some of these other projects, like where it's to turn your room into the galaxy.
Yeah,
And it's
no
like,
thought in mind. Just like, nope, this is gonna happen.
yeah, and then I'm just switching it because I remember you were explaining to me how you did the stars
Yeah,
or something, and it was,
yeah. The glow in the dark stars from roof
yeah.
to to the ceiling to the walls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's getting crazy in there. But I still haven't moved the bed around. I still haven't finished painting the floor, the baseboards. I still haven't, like, there's so many bigger things I haven't done yet. But I'm like, I can get to those after I get those. The main thing right now is getting that ceiling the way I actually want it because I like the way it looks with the lights on. I want to like it with the lights on, like it with the night light, and like it with the lights off. And those are three different ways of seeing it, which is like black light, regular light, and just lights off.
Yeah, these just being able to do, like, customize your, you know, shops to having a home to customize. You know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
that's not a, it's not an easy asset to come by as it was these days. It's pretty wild. I was looking at some numbers and statistics, and you know, because they put the poverty line at 32,000 a year.
Shit, I think it's higher than that here in Nashville.
Yeah. Oh no. That they haven't really.
It used to
Like,
be at 20,000 forever.
yeah, this 32,000 was based on something in 1965, and it just hasn't really changed since then because they had designed government programs, and you know they're like very antiquated and very slow moving,
Mm-hmm.
so they take time to change. Gradualism, that's how they choke out any sort of actual radical change that could take place.
That's because the discomfort is part of the control.
And now, as they were showing like what the actual livable wage is and going across,
Oh, here in Nashville.
yeah,
Oh, I seen that they were talking about how income of a family making $50,000 is not a sustainable amount of money here in Nashville.
oh no, 6 digits. Like, that's what we're talking. We're entering an economy where they, like, the numbers adjusted for inflation, and you know this is their generous estimate of being able to save 20% of your income and
Right.
go and you know, pay for health care and child care, you know, all these things that are like tenets of societal living, you would hope,
Right.
with a family. But
And they're also probably just like basing it off of a family of four.
yes, exactly, the typical prototypical nuclear family, and but now the number was just under 140,000. It was
Really?
yeah, and think about it. You know, they have like generous numbers for say like being able to save at least at like it was like 20 to 25K, and you know because these are things that they want to because the savings are a part of your future. You know, just so you can
Right.
have something, but because
Something back to lean on just in case you lose your income for 6 months. They said most people don't have enough money to live for a month.
oh yeah, not even like under like the amount of bank accounts like under 1,000 or 500 is like the mass, and
Oh my gosh, I would cry.
it's messed
Let
up.
me quit talking. Whoa. Let Markette quit talking on this subject because somebody out there trying to take notes.
I mean, definitely the
I didn't even think about that, and then here I am post because somebody was like, "How many supplements did you buy at one time?" And I was like, 12, 14. I don't know. You don't know what you spent? No. Oh, that's a lot of money. I'm like,
relative.
um,
See, there's a thing called the theory of relativity.
yeah. But then I thought about, but the energy that it gives me and the way, the memory it took away, it's worth it. Because when you think about memories and energy are like they're playing on the same parallel field.
Mm.
Because you have to feel a feeling in order to manifest. So in order to manifest, you have to have a space that gives you good energy. And it's like that hamster wheel all dancing together. And that's why I'm just like, nah, I would gladly lean into that savings in order to create a life that I like, a home that I like, a yard that I like. Even if it don't make sense initially.
And I think that's from the same energy of bet on me.
Yeah, and I
Like
definitely do that.
like I bet on me, and I think that's what me and my guy talk about. Like we got you. Like I got you. Yeah, it's like yeah. Just do that. Bet on you.
Hmm.
That's the
I
way.
got me and you got you.
Yeah.
And then that's why I told myself I would never get into another codependent relationship. That is so dangerous because your life, your energy, your everything is codependent on another person
Mm.
completely. That's not healthy.
I've heard I've heard of the topic before, but I haven't had a an understanding of the level and the depth of the actual codependency.
Yeah, codependency is real.
Like, is it like to the point where it becomes like just like to affirm certain things you need, you're seeking the approval of the partner, or is it like
It's all of that.
to even affirm your existence? Like,
Well, the thing is when you start. So let's go in the rabbit hole of how interdependence and codependence are completely different.
oh, okay,
So, in interdependence, I like myself. I have a full cup. I move how I move, but I like you. And the other person has that same belief. So, when you come together, I am already whole. I am already a full cup, and I believe in myself. I'm moving with me. You're overflowing my cup because you have positive energy. Your energy amplifies my energy,
mm,
and our energy is growing because we have that core belief that we are enough as we are.
mm.
And that's why
My
a,
cup overrunneth.
my
Okay,
cup
that part.
overrunneth and your cup overrunneth because when two positive things collide, it creates more energy.
Mm.
But when,
And you're saying this is interdependence?
yeah,
Okay, okay.
but in codependence,
Mm,
my cup is near the top, your cup is at the bottom. Now I give you some of my cup, and we're
mm,
both at half.
mm,
Today, you're having a shitty day, but yesterday my cup was on half and your cup was on half. Now we have a fourth. Now you had another bad day. You coming home with negative energy,
mm,
and we were both on a fourth of cup. Now we both on empty, but we're still together because we're scared to be alone
mm,
and we're not centered on ourselves. Now you went out, you had a good day, but I stayed home and I had nothing feeding my energy because I was dependent on your energy. And even though you had a good day and your cup was on three, like on half, and mine was on a fourth.
Mm-hmm.
Now we still ain't even on half yet because we had to split the goodness that came from your good energy to balance out the bad energy that you left the other day.
Mm. And then that
And it just
depletion,
and it is literally a circle.
it just keeps depleting.
Mm-hmm. But then you end up getting into this whole uh, superiority superiorial complex where one person thinks they're better than the other person,
Mm.
and this is where they get into the whole narcissist,
Mm.
grandioso personality.
Okay, I've been through this. I remember
So,
that phase. Yeah.
so then when we get into this stage of it, now you have one person whose cup is only full when they put you down, because even though you all want that person and you are like you're codependent, but they're dependent on your sadness to make them feel better. So anytime anything happens bad, they're filling their cup up, being negative to you because you give them power over you, which is you surrendering your energy. And while you argue, you fight, you cuss, you fuss, that's you leaning into, I love you, I support you, I believe in you. And that person's like, I hate you. You get on my nerves. Why you always want to touch me?
No, you definitely struck a chord with that explanation. That helped bring me clarity to like that I actually have, been in because I've been in a situation where I was pouring into something I shouldn't have,
Mm-hmm.
and
Me too.
I felt like I had, I'm abundant, so I'm like I can handle this, but like at the end of the day, it's just going to end up in that amount where the person starts to, because you projected what you thought they were on them, and you didn't want to see what they actually were, but what they really are is a vampire. Just
Exactly. A
dra-
succubus.
draining you, and not in a good way. And it's like
Exactly.
this is
That's why I used to have seizures.
during that period.
Yeah.
Wow, I like how you're able to attribute the physiological things.
Yeah,
With
that's because energy manifests in your behavior, your mood, and when you stay in a situation where you're not supposed to be and you stay on a lower point, then it starts to reflect in your health. That's why somebody's like, my wife is always sick, my husband is always sick. They always got something wrong with them. But did you ever ask yourself what you're doing to them to create that problem within them?
it's that low cup life.
For real.
Don't play with that.
At all. And that's why I stay my distance. And I'm like, I will be in this house, minding my business, painting the wall, painting the floor, painting the art, curating something beautiful, doing my hair for the umpteenth time, knowing there ain't nothing wrong with it. Before I will let someone come over here thinking they're gonna mess with my peace, my energy, my joy. You can go kick a rock and mind your business. Because it's nothing's worth it. Nothing is worth more than your peace.
Wow, yeah,
Do I need to break that down off the live and create a little video off of that?
yeah, no, that was a good like 3 to 5 minute build of how you handled that question. That was great.
Thank you. Thank you.
And that because I definitely I lobbed it up for you. You slam dunked. I was like, go ahead, and tell me about that because I actually did want to learn about that, and it helped me see about like kind of like because I knew I was dealing with a toxic individual,
Mm-hmm.
but I was projecting being toxic myself. Like, oh no,
Yeah.
I wanted you for this because you're this, and that made me look past all of the red flags, all of the warning signs,
Yeah.
all of the insincerities, and it's like
Mm-hmm.
that is just like
Oh,
I
now I see
deserve to
that
God.
mess so fast, and that's what happens when you. So what happens too, is, and this is something I've just been working on too. It's just not something I have my whole life. My story would be different if it was.
Mm-hmm.
So one thing I've actively started on initially is I started being the observer. So that's why a lot of times I speak in third person. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I do it all the time by myself, but around other people, I realize that's uncomfortable, and now I don't care. So that's why, even if you start paying more attention to my content, you'll hear me sometimes like Marquette's not dealing with this. Marquette notices that you're doing this. Like, it's not because I'm disassociated, it's because I'm seeing it from the I am versus the me.
I gotta send a
Because,
message.
yeah, because when you're in your me, I feel bad, I feel sad. Because that's more like, I believe that me is your most childlike state. And that's where they get into your shadow.
You said that me?
Yeah. Like that, like me, myself, and I.
Oh, okay. My most and because you're seeing the world as a
Because
child, like
I is your highest state, because the I am is your godlike state.
mm,
And that's why when you say I am, that's your state of creation.
proclamation, yeah,
And proclamation, exactly.
mm-hmm.
And that's why I am is your highest state. Myself is your disassociated state. That is your state where you look from your logical standpoint and you like, did they really just try that with me? Did they really just see me that way? Did they really just move that way with me?
So you pop out of the bubble between the phenomena and you,
yes.
And then you create the Holy Trinity.
And yeah, like and then when you get into the integration, which is when you see yourself in all states, but you can choose between which one you want to hover in, but still keep a step back from what you actually understand. That's when you get into the me, myself, and I, which is when you are truly at your highest state, but able to reflect from both your childlike state and your logical state.
Because you'd be like, that's not for me.
Exactly. And that's where your boundaries.
Because I know myself.
Exactly. And that's where your boundaries start to come into play and everything else. Because me is the part of yourself that gets into anger or frustration or moving away. Because that is your reactive state.
Yeah, that's funny. We in the company I work with, we were sourcing these things called me moments, and it happened when when something actually takes place, like when learning takes place, when you're in a augmented user state or an all moment.
Yeah.
Now, as we go start back up this early, can you make it go like a little bit more?
So you want to start a little higher and then bring it back down?
Well, I guess because you see how this, like,
yeah,
if there's a slight difference, but I would say
no, I see what you
we're
mean.
like here.
When you put your finger there, I seen it. Like, I didn't see it initially, but as soon as you said that, I was like, oh. Okay. Yeah.
No,
gotcha.
I appreciate the feedback that we can have because it's a co-creation, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And but yeah, that being able to.
But I'm actually glad we did too, because a lot of people think that I'm scripted or I'm trying to bite off of someone else or I'm leaning into someone else's stuff. But then when I'm sitting here looking at your head in front of a camera, where's my script?
This is literally off the dome.
Yeah.
For real.
And that's how they all are. All my videos are literally off the top of my head. There's no script. And I tell people, those are all my personalities. That's truly how I actually feel. But I noticed that in itself is like, is she really that deep? Like, I ain't sitting on the shallow end with y'all. I'm gonna go get in this deep pool, which I would never do in real life. Without that. Not a strong swimmer. I'm gonna be that person with that whole life vest on, sometimes 2 or 3. Like, I'm just gonna sit here. Like, when my daughter wants to go to the pool and she want to be in the deepest part of the wave pool, I go grab 4 life vests. I put one on me and I click them together, create a little seat, and I'll be right there looking
floating.
Well, yeah, sitting in there like I got a little lounger.
Nah, I do. I like the swimming. Like when definitely, like, you know, because I be having a hair braid. I don't do it all the time, but like whenever I got the hair out and I'm at the Y or something, I'll definitely go take a swim. And
if you
I had
stop
swimming lessons as a kid.
Just try that way.
That scares me. Like, would it be? Would like, because there's like swim cap. Those are really tight, right?
Not all of them. If you get the one that's made for locks, it shouldn't be really tight. Get the one made for black people with locks.
That's what I was like. It's supposed to be tight so no water gets in, right? Can it be possible that you can wear that and no water gets in? Yeah. Interesting.
But they make the ones for black people, and I would just get one of those, like the ones that's made for black women and their hairstyles. Because it's not tight everywhere. It just has to be sealed chromatically around the edges.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. I haven't really
Crap, I keep leaning into.
hmm?
You got me on smart mode.
What happened?
I just like it's still chromatically, like, and you didn't catch it either.
Chromat hermetically. I heard
Hermetically,
hermetic. Yeah.
yeah.
But you said something else.
No, but think about that word.
Oh yeah. The the
It's
hermetic
waterproof.
principles. Yeah, and just sealed,
Yeah.
and then even like the fact that hermetically sealed is a word, and it we've talked about like the hermetic laws before, like Hermes
Mm-hmm.
and Thoth, or whatever the universal laws you want to call. These are as something with water is hermetically sealed, and water is actually information. These
Mm-hmm.
hermetic laws are hermetically sealed, and they are true and evident no matter
You
what
know
you
what?
go through.
You just brought it back around. Think about it. That's the Holy Trinity. Because
Mm,
we initially started off with I am and the power of words. And now you just gave the finishing touch, which bring it back around full circle as to
mm.
why.
Yeah, no, the are you talking about with the Hermes, or
Yeah. The
yeah?
way you just tied that all together, like you basically saying a hermetic seal. But that's why they said whatever you write and you believe and you read on it and you linger into it, that's what you're create.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's gonna come to pass, especially
Yeah,
if you believe it while feeling the feeling of doing it.
yeah, and these are the laws that support this creation of you, and that
Mm-hmm.
as we're talking about God, generator, operator, destroyer,
Yeah.
you're constantly rendering and collapsing realities.
Yep. Based
This
off of
is
what you think, believe, and
mhm.
move in.
And these particles that appear in particular based on what you're looking for,
Yes.
the particles and the wave.
We're getting
You
into
know what I'm saying?
metaphysics. Okay, sorry, go ahead. I got
Yeah,
excited.
I don't know. Yeah, we're on a wave right now. So,
No, I've been trying to find somebody who actually understands metaphysics and they don't understand that.
oh yeah, no, that Schrodinger's cat, the double slit experiment.
Yes, I just watched a documentary on that the other day because when the cat's in the boxes, it's both alive and dead until you open it. And
Mm-hmm.
I've always already touched on some of these things in small bits, but then when I try to talk to someone about it in real life, they are you being weird again? What are you talking about? I
Oh
don't
yeah,
care about that kind of stuff. And
the,
you're just like,
the agents in the
you,
Matrix that
I'm like
start coming
you,
out.
I'm like you care. You just don't know yet. It
Yeah,
matters. You just don't know yet.
yeah, you'll get around to
You're
it.
if you around me long enough, you're gonna get it.
Let me water you with the seed,
Yes,
and
I'm gonna
that's
plant the seed, and you
yeah,
gonna start asking.
yeah, and that's the best part about it, when somebody starts to question the nature of their reality, and then
Yes,
that's the hero's journey. It's like now you can go on your journey, and then you can go back and see the
so
folly of your ways. We all leave like on within the tarot system. The first card in that is the Fool. And because the Fool leaves for the journey with a backpack, yet everything they needed was in the backpack the whole time. And just like Odysseus,
I love
any
the
sort of, yeah,
Odyssey. You know they're making a new movie, right?
I cannot wait for that
Oh
movie.
my gosh,
Yeah,
I'm gonna be there with my blanket,
yeah.
and I think we're the only two people who care enough to see this movie.
No,
No.
so Christopher Nolan, the director of it, he's the guy who's done Inception. He's the guy who's done Batman Begins. He's the
Mm.
guy who did Interstellar.
Mm-hmm.
Like, these are like genre defining, mind bending epics. And he's also done some other stuff like I think Dunkirk, and he's always sweeping the awards whenever he puts out a movie.
Right.
But this is one of my favorite directors of all of this era, this 2010 plus era, and being able to see what he does with that classic story,
Yeah.
you already know it's going to look amazing.
Yeah,
But
the cinematography was already gorgeous based
yeah,
off of what I've seen so far. So I was like,
so
yes.
just know it's going to have
And
Inception level depth.
well, I feel like it's gonna be a cross between Inception, Cloud Atlas, and
Mm.
just a beautiful whimsical adventure.
Yeah, that
And it's gonna be layered though. Like literally, there's gonna be like just like the woman in the yard. There's
mm,
gonna be layers into why these are all happening, but it's actually happening all at the same time. But it's also moving based off of how he thinks. Like
yeah. Uh,
it's gonna be a lot. I think
uh,
it's gonna be a lot.
you're right to be excited about it.
So
I'm
excited.
definitely
So excited.
yeah, that type of
Nerd moment.
no, yeah, that that like that director and this story, you know, they just give him a story to convey, and it's gonna be next level.
Absolutely.
And
No, I'm so excited. You know what's funny though?
what's up?
I was not the best student.
Oh yeah,
I
what?
was in English class. I had English. I had 100 in English all 4 years of high school. But like to the point where my teachers were all have me helping other students
Mm,
with their portfolios.
mm-hmm.
But some of my other classes, because I realized I was one of those people. I only learn from people I like. I can't learn from someone I don't like.
Nah,
And then some of the times it's not that I don't like it and I can't learn it. I just don't want to learn it from them. Because there's a lot of stuff I couldn't learn in high school or elementary school that I'm reading for fun.
nah, I will
Like
say,
the fact that I'm leaning into watching metaphysics for fun. Like
mhm.
what was it? Like
I would definitely say there is some like I have gone back in my life and wondered, like, you know, if I didn't, you know, because I have this interest in metaphysics and things like that. If
mm-hmm.
I hadn't had a bad physics teacher or chemistry teacher,
Yeah, I
maybe I
hated
would have
chemistry.
gotten deeper into that. You
But
know
in
what I'm
life I
saying?
love it. Like
Yeah, it makes sense.
makes no sense. But man, I just like those are the things that I think about all the time. Like all the time.
Yeah, it's like that's that you know what if, but word to another good Lupe song, got a song called Could Have Been.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, if I wasn't rapping, I could have been grappling, hand to hand wrestling on the corner of Madison, or real estate, trying to sell you a mansion, or roller skating, doing 360 flat spins. You know, just all these different permutations of a life that you could have lived, you know?
Yeah.
But it's like, this is,
That's where it gets into life paths and how each one you choose has a rippling effect.
yeah. And that's the beauty of the awakened mind. It's like, yeah, you can still choose. Like, you still autonomous over this. Like, if you're alive, you still have a life.
Right, as long as there's breath in your body and a soul in your soul is still awake and alive, you always have free will. Unless you give your will up to drugs, alcohol, addictions. But even then, you're still choosing it, which means you still have a way out.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
you're just leaning into not changing it.
Yeah, and these things, you know, they're to be like, these have all been perverted within the Western sense of things. You know, like these have because originally some of these substances, the ones that aren't the white ones,
Right.
hint hint. So like
Literally. The herbs of the world.
yeah, these are the ones that were
The ones that aren't powdered.
exactly because that
I'm
powder
trying
is
to
just
like you know you got to dance around until someone's like, what are they
yeah.
talking about?
So because every even the stuff you're getting over the counter
Mm-hmm.
is just a reduction of a plant. You know, like it's just an herb in a different way, and it's like that is not what we need over there in this life. Like we were so separated from
Is
it.
that balance? Or is that too high on the front? See, this is why I ain't no damn barber.
Let's see. I would
Hold on,
say
wait. I think it's right here. I think it's right there. That's why people are like, could you balance this out? Could you do this? I'm like, can you go get the first round for free? At the not it for free, but you know, he can go give me the cheat sheet and come back with just slightly grow it out.
because that you prefer it to be already cut up.
Yep.
Okay.
That way I could see what you thought was cool. Because everything is in the eye of the beholder.
Because I like what you did. Like this side looks cool, and this side it looks like it just. Look at my ear on this. Let me see this real quick.
This is why I told you to look.
Yeah. So that one it'll come back to like right here. So I guess if it comes back to like,
And this is why, like, I had somebody ask me, like, can you cut me into? I was like, I can do a lot of stuff, but when y'all be getting into these little micro moments, I was like, I don't know. You want to comb out the part you're noticing, and then I clean it up.
yeah,
There you go.
because this what you like this shit. This side over here is like picturesque. Like this shit's crazy. Like most of your shit is, but like being able to find it's like okay, you said you're gonna smooth it out.
Yeah, I'll fix it back. Don't worry about it.
Because it looks like it's going above my ear and back. Like,
Yeah, whatever you think, do it, and then I'm gonna go behind you. I do this with women all the time. They be like, I like my part here, and then I change it. I'm like, no, but here. I said, how about this? You part it, and I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna walk right behind you. I'm gonna
hey,
hold your hand.
you the one.
And I know everybody else be like, don't be touching your hair while I'm doing your. All right, this is your head. I give two damns because after you walk out the house, I ain't gonna think nothing else of it.
Yeah. So yeah, some like I think it just
Hold on, let me see it this way. Okay, go back over it. Like just take your line and then push it into it where you like it, like you're drawing.
because
You don't have to lift it. Just go back.
yeah
Okay, let's see that.
because I was mainly just trying to advance it to get where yeah I just want to make sure that it's and then it can, yeah just I think that is what I was looking at on the other side. Wow.
How's it?
Boom, boom. Looking like that. Looking like that. Thinking it's looking good. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's just the, yeah, so, yeah, we're good.
Okay.
Yeah, but the, being able to, get that line, I'm glad you told me that this time, because I heard you say that before, but I've left, I've left here looking right so many times. I'm just like, oh, of course she got a line. She knows what's up. But now that you say that he said I ain't no proper I'm not trying to line it up. I was like, okay, I heard.
Yeah, I mean, I probably could do way more than I let on. I used to work at a shop where I used to cut white men's hair, but white men's hair and black men's hair are not the same.
For sure.
White men, I've seen them walk out of shop. Oh, it's great. Put a hat on.
Oh yeah.
Y'all be like, no, I need triangles and diamonds and fadeaways, and I'm like, whoa.
Oh yeah, no, that
Well, everybody.
no hats for a month.
Yeah.
But I do like you know, it's cold season, so as soon as I step out, I'm gonna feel that like, woo. But I've had it cold, but I've been in hat mode. That's why I love it. It's like for the first month,
Mm-hmm.
I will show your excellence. So the holidays are gonna get it all for Christmas, and after that, but then
Covered up.
yeah, after
Toboggans, hats.
oh yeah, I'm like I got a whole hat wave waiting for my. Like,
Just put a scarf on before you put the hat on. Like do a do rag and the toboggan, a do rag and a hat, and then you'll be fine. Think L.A.
huh? Yeah,
Old school L.A. That's why they did that.
or sway.
Yeah.
But because it does change the look.
Because it's a friction, and you can still tuck it in too. Like you can like literally put it on, tuck it into the cap so you can't actually see it.
True. No, and the stocking cap doesn't even have the
Yeah,
wrap,
the stocking
so,
cap. Yeah.
you know what well I actually you remind me I got a somebody I bought a hat from somebody at a fair and they had a cool little design I saw. It said I am not a robot. I was like I fuck with that.
Right.
And he was brother selling streetwear when I went up to because before I went to California I went to Boston and Providence up there and so I saw basically a funeral for a homie, and being able to come back and just go up to like Providence and see how they kick it up there. It's different. It's crazy. But
I'm sorry for your loss.
yeah, these just he it was more like a celebration of life. He's been dead,
Mm-hmm.
but you
Oh, I
know,
love those. Like a memorial.
yeah, people come together. His families come together on like his death anniversary, and
Mm-hmm.
literally cook some of the best food you ever had and show love, and because that's what he would have wanted as partying
It's
and
like
stuff.
Dias de Muertos.
Yeah, and you find this prevalent in like other cultures a lot. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And this dude was like Asian and Hispanic, and so like you
As I equate it from.
yeah, we have some Asian and Hispanic food.
Oh my gosh, that's like right up my alley. My 300-pound fat girl inside was like, and he didn't ask me if I wanted to go. He didn't bring no plate back.
Nah, they went ham over there, and I was like, damn, I did too.
Right. That's one of those. Well, I lived, didn't I? Can I live?
Yeah.
I get that.
And then leave some offerings on the grave, and even to the point where paranormal activity happened at the house while people were there. And it's
Yeah,
like
because
this.
you gave it soul energy.
Yeah, the spirits be like crazy, and like it's just like when you get mass people believing in a spiritual existence, that's when you really can get like. That's when you really can
Do you
get.
like it so far? It looks right to me, but I just want to make sure.
Let's see, boom, boom. Yeah, I'm like it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's even.
Okay.
Yeah,
But you know that works for everything, right?
what's the
When there's a large amount of focus on anything, that's why they try to promote bad things, good things, whatever across everything, and talk about, do you remember this event and all that stuff? It's because they're trying to amplify the feeling of the event, especially like tragedies and stuff. They lean into that because that's how
associative mind works. Yeah, it's
yeah.
symbols.
So it's associative mind with the cumulative doubt, which leans into the fear mongering, which also has that controlling element, because when you're bringing a massive amount of people into a saddened state, you're taking a massive amount of people out of the creativity, which is lowering the energy of the masses, the collective state, which is we all are.
Collective conscious.
The collective conscience, exactly. And that's what pulls down, like whenever there's something that's going on that they're trying to control, that's when they amplify the memories of anything that could bring down the energy.
No, this is the reason why you call the police. That's the polarities.
Yep. And I realize that's why I create such polarities in people.
Yeah. Well,
I'm not liked by everybody, and I'm good with that. I don't want to be.
Yeah, polarizing, but politics, they also use red and blue. But when you call the boys in red and blue, if you do that, you're calling 911, and there's a reason why they want everything you got from your 1 to your 9. They'll leave you with the 0 because they can't take it away from you. It's not there. It's there. It's here, there, and everywhere. But
right.
If you notice COVID-19,
COVID-19,
the 19, and then what else happened with the ones in the 9s? Oh yeah, that's right, that holiday, and even the boy who got clapped on 9/10 this year, Mr. Kirk, 9/10. That the towers fall, 9/11. Them 1s and 9s are very serious.
But you know why people don't like the 1s and 9s? Because the 1s are the new. When it's in the newest form, that's when you're at your highest state of creation. If you lean into the elevation while keeping your mind positive.
Are you talking about how those are like the ends of the numeric sequence? Or like
yeah,
and
but when you're at the beginning of anything, that's when things are supposed to be fresh, new, uplifting, positive.
Yeah, that's like.
So that's why anytime there's a 1 coming up and you're at that new state or that new level,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of times it's usually going to be something tragic to coexist within that moment to bring down that energy.
The beginning is the end.
And that's why they're trying to bring the beginning to the end.
Mm-hmm. And they knew that, like, with this.
That's why I don't watch the news or anything. I bubble. I'm so bubbled. And anybody who sit and watch my content, they bubble too, because they care enough to watch.
When I go see the folks, that's when I catch it. I'm just like, God damn.
And that's why you see, I can only do it for about a day. Did you see the news? No. Well, I'm going to take, no. Well, that's none of my business.
Bunch of wild shit. It's like,
like, that's none of my business.
And be some stuff you wouldn't even look at. They're like, you see a plane landed on a car today? I was like, what did you tell me? It was about literally what I saw the folks the other day. It was like a plane landed on a car. I'm like, this is the type of Matrix antics. And it's like,
wow, that's crazy.
It's interesting, but like, man, what's
I heard about the train wreck and stuff. I'm like, what are y'all talking about? They're like, you didn't hear about it? I'm like, no, none of my business.
Yeah, I went on it.
Yep.
Thank you.
But I think about all that kind of stuff. Just like some of that stuff I tell my mom, I was like, that's, sorry, it's my hair. I was using it for my daughter. But,
That's all good.
I was like, but I said, Mom, I said, quit leaning into all this negativity. You don't need it. It ain't yours. And she's like, I'm just watching the news. Yeah, but that's what happens. Because people get addicted to that state of being, and that's why people sit and watch the news all day, or sit and watch politics all day, or they sit and watch anything like that, because anything can become an addiction.
It's good to be informed, right? And it's like, not when the information is not in your best interest. You know?
Definitely not. And that's why that's like, no, I'm good. That stuff is too hard. It's not lifting. I think about all that stuff, and I'm just like, I'm good. I feel like I probably could clean it up, like actually clean it up. I'm just trying to make it just good enough that they can go in and do what they actually want to do.
Yeah, I'm about to. Yeah, he'll know what to do,
and he can figure all that out.
But yeah, no, that's what I'm talking about.
And they're just like, because I just wanted it just close enough that you ain't looking crazy, like with the furrow on the side.
Nah, I'll look crazy for a little bit, especially somebody driving crazy. What? I'll beatbox your ass.
Right. I really do think deeper than I let on. I pay way more attention than I'll ever say. But I'm just like, well, you got a phone you actually like, so we'll use the one you like. But I try to tell people a lot of stuff that I notice, that I believe, and I tested theory on. Thank you. Because I'm really big on psychology, human nature, and just cause and effect. So I'm constantly testing theories. I'm not just pulling rabbits out the hat and hoping for the best. Like, I'm actually constantly testing this stuff. And when I lean into it, people are like, oh, why do you do this? Why do you like that? I'm like, if you only knew.
Yeah, no, this is
the more you know.
This is what you should be practicing this as well.
Exactly.
It's like faith without works
is dead.
Yes.
Yep. And that's why you have to, even just with manifestation and everything else, you still have to do something to get it. You still have to get into that state. But the cool thing is the more you get into a meditative state naturally, the more your body can do it. Just like every time I go to the doctor, people think I'm sick because my natural heart rate is so low. And I'm like, my natural heart rate is so low because I lean into learning how to lower it.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, like, the last I checked, I was at the doctor after the car wreck.
With breathing?
Pain.
Like focused breathing?
Focused breathing, intentional stillness, reflectiveness, and gratitude.
Awesome.
So, the last time I went to the doctor, my heart rate was, I think they said it was like 104/54. And they're like
a younger, that's like,
yeah, it's crazy low. But the thing is, it's like, I didn't have coffee, but I was in pain. And they're like, are you sure you're in pain? Because usually pain elevates your heart rate. And I'm like, yes. And they're like, well, it's not really showing. And then they touched my shoulders, and I started boo-hoo crying and like, all right, don't touch me. Because when they touched me, they broke my focus, which pull the actual emotions out.
Wow.
But I've also realized that the car wreck actually made me cry because I had disassociated from the pain of death.
Wow. Was it scary? Like what? Like did you?
No, I was sitting at a light and this guy pulled out the gas station and hit me. And my daughter was my youngest daughter was in the car with me. She said she's okay. I think I had his hand around her because I'm like, how is she okay? And I've got a concussion. But I'm like, but if I had to choose between me being hurt and her being hurt, I'd always choose me.
Wow, beautiful. Like this fact, I'm glad that y'all escaped unscathed and
Yeah, because I can recover. I'm used to pain. I'm used to like physical pain, mental pain. Like I'm used to this. This is just life for me. So the fact that that's why I can push through it easier because my brain is like, we've been here before. We can get through this. But for a child, whoa, no fall. That would be so much harder. And that's why I don't feel no type of way about it. But I have noticed it's definitely amplified in louder environments. Louder environments will tell me, Markette, you actually are in pain and this is too much.
Because it breaks your concentration.
Yeah. And I didn't think about how much I was camouflaging my pain by focusing on doing hyper focus and breath work until I was in an environment where I could do neither. And that's when I started feeling nauseous, dizzy, headaches, pains.
I see you're on 1%.
Oh, I'm on 1%. Yeah. Thank you. Because, yeah, it usually cuts off. They be like, Markette, charge your phone. Hopefully, don't cut off.
See, she got your boy right again. There we go. I'll pay attention to that. I'm going to get that cut off. I was letting her know she got your boy right again.
Oh, yeah. Oh, people were texting. Oh, they like your hair. Somebody said they like it. They said nice.
Awesome.
I don't know if that's going to stand without putting pressure. Whoa. Actually, do it this way.
Right in the middle. Nice. Hey.
Whoa. It's a little off, but that's not too bad.
Yeah, you can put something right here to just...
Yeah, that's a good idea. Just to kind of tilt it. Get in there. Oh, actually, the rope is staying just like that. Well, it won't let me. Okay, it's close enough.
They can be crooked at the end. That was good.
Yeah. Let me put a little bit more on there, and then I'll tie it down and help it like absorb the extra product.
Awesome.
But I think about a lot of stuff. But actually, I think we stopped at a good point, so I'm gonna go ahead and because I think that was a good point.
Oh yeah, no,
we covered everything, and then
at least ain't giving it to him. The hits, nothing but the mother loving hits.
all right, later, y'all.
Godspeed.